That goes back to the consumer thing, because in the Protestant church, it's women who, and that is a failure of leadership from men, because a lot of men didn't prioritize faith. And so women are the ones who take the kids to Sunday school. Women are the ones who are often, so the Protestant church has catered to them.
Yeah,
and
very much.
We've read, it's a real problem.
Yeah.
Where you will hear pastors sit down and talk about what a man isn't and what a man needs to be. And if you ask, well, what is a wife? He'll just tell you, well, I'll tell you what submission doesn't mean. Yeah, but what does it mean? I'll tell you what, it doesn't mean this. Like, yeah, but can you call half of this place to the mat? And they don't.
Yeah, and that's, I'm really glad that you said that.
Crana's right in that the feminization of the Protestant church has done real damage. And it's not just through preaching. It's also through women serving in the roles that are only reserved for men. And this is actually really bad for women themselves, but they don't see it because they feel like they're empowered to do more. But it's simply not true. This is a male leadership failure. The buck stops at men, and they should have said no.
And that's just not a problem within the Protestant church. That's a problem in society in general, whether you know, whether in the confinements of religion or not. Like, women's roles nowadays are ambiguous. They can behave like a man when they want. They can behave like a lady when they want. And they're able to kind of what I call the proverbial double dipping, where they could demand on one end, you better pay for the day and treat me like a lady. But on the other hand, they can say, I'm a boss babe and I don't need to listen to you. And this puts us in a very weird position because now she wants me to adhere to all my duties, but she's not adhering to hers. She could talk back to me, but I'm responsible for anything if it goes wrong. So I have basically all this responsibility with no authority. And my thing is, whether, you know, it's the advice I dispense with having those 5 things in place with the 50 bodies, certain money, being in shape, etc., or, you know, vetting a girl for 6 to 12 months. My biggest thing is I just want men to be in the position where they are the decider. You want to be monogamous? Fantastic, do it. You want to have multiple girlfriends? Fantastic, do it. But you need to be the one dictating how things go, not the women. That's really the only biggest, that's why I do what I do.
Myron actually self-dismantles his own argument when he says monogamy is fine as long as the man could choose otherwise. The thing is, when a man thinks this, they don't even have to explain it. The woman will sense it, and they will leave. And exactly that's what happened to Myron Gaines with his ex-girlfriend, the last ex-girlfriend, because he was talking like this on Netflix documentary, which is so insulting, and good on her for leaving. So that's the tell. A man can only talk like Myron when he isn't in love. So for him, as insulting as it is for her, she wasn't the one. And that's the only reason why he could behave like that. And also he's probably young. Like, he probably is not at that age where he needs to get married. So a man in love doesn't keep the exit open. They are the one that's closing. They're the one that's more possessive. So